never give up. I could have given up a million times. You know, there's always something, I guess, in the back of my head that just says, not yet.
My 20s so far, girl, it has been a whirlwind, chaotic, fun, crazy, challenging, all of the things. It's crazy. But I guess with it being a new year, stepping into 2025, it's time to start a new era, and this time I feel like I'm starting over in my 20s. Not completely from scratch, but from experience. Starting over isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's a minor setback for a major comeback, is that what they call it? But it's also a chance to, rebuild, to grow, and to redefine who you are, what you stand for, and just who you really want to become. Now, going through your 20s is not easy. It's definitely a journey. It has its ups and downs, its turns, and all the rest of it. There's moments where you feel like you're unstoppable and you can literally do anything and the world is your oyster. And there's been times where you just feel like you have to pick yourself up and keep picking yourself up and try again. Word to Aaliyah. Them late nights at 2 a.m. on Pinterest, replanning your whole rebrand and your whole new era. But I try to remember with each challenge, with each mountain to climb, with each setback, that these are really just stepping stones and ways to help build me to become more resilient, to trust myself, heavy on trust yourself. And that's something for me I've always had to really work on, because sometimes my confidence in myself isn't the strongest, and I feel like when you're constantly figuring it out, sometimes that initial blind confidence that you had before starts to kind of wear down. But I've been trying to push myself to have true trust in myself and what I can do, and honestly I feel like I'm kind of there. So I'm looking forward to see how that grows. But overall, learning to embrace the process of becoming the woman I know I want to become. We all know comparison is the thief of joy, but sometimes you do find yourself thinking you should be further along. But then I feel like you have to understand that your life is your life, and you can't wear someone's life like you can wear someone's clothes. Your path is for you. So it's best to just focus on your own journey at any given point. And I feel like I spent so much of my 20s just trying to get it right, trying to somehow figure out how I can just follow the route. But I'm starting to realize as time goes on, I have to forge my own path. There's no example, there's nothing that I can look at, there's no blueprint. I really feel like I'm having to create my own pink print, and I'm starting to be okay with that. It's so easy to make goals, make your vision boards, make your dreams, make your plans, but life doesn't always necessarily follow the script that you write. Sometimes I just feel the weight of expectation and just the pressure to succeed and do well in general. Sometimes it's just me, and the standards that I have for myself are just ridiculously high, and the constant need to prove to myself that I can do things. I feel like it's completely natural to go through the ups and the downs of your feelings. You have your days where you feel like you can do anything, and you have the moments where you feel down. You feel like, I'm doubting myself. You're feeling like you have self-doubt. You're questioning your journey, your path, your purpose, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, and whether you're actually capable. The goals that you're putting out, the vision board that you have, am I actually capable of all the things that I have in my head, the things that I'm visioning? But one thing I've come to realize is that you cannot rush the process. You cannot skip steps. You cannot pass go and collect 200. Every step means something. I know sometimes you can be at points in your life you feel like are completely wasteful, but I don't think you can waste any experience in life. I feel like you can learn a lesson of everything that you go through. So I don't ever like to feel like time has been wasted. You can always choose to take those experiences and take lessons from them, rather than just dismissing them and just writing them off as a waste of time. Behind every success story, there's always a level of hard work and grind that just had to happen. Whether it's actual struggle, a reset, patience game, there's always been something behind it that really was the catalyst to that person's success. People really don't focus on what the catalyst was. I feel like if you focus on that, it really shines a light on the not so glamorous parts of growing. There's something so powerful about rebuilding. Rebuilding your life isn't just about your careers and the goals on your vision board, but it's about setting up a foundation for what the rest of your life is really going to become. You always want to start with something solid and something firm, and why not just start now? And as I step into this new era of starting over, I'm just learning to trust myself more and learning to be kind to myself too. It's completely okay to make mistakes and not have the best days. Like, those things don't define you, they don't define me, they're not the be all and end all. Like, you can keep going and get better every time. And even in the moments where you do feel some self-doubt, like, just make sure you keep moving forward. Like, don't ever stay still and stay stuck and stay stagnant. That's the worst place to be, to feel like you're not moving and you're not growing. And I've been there, where I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm living Groundhog Day, where I'm literally living the same day every day. If you're anything like me, I don't feel like I'm here just to exist. I'm here to live. I feel like when you first get into your 20s, you feel like you have everything figured out. You've mapped out the timeline, what you want, how you want things to happen, how you want things to look. But then life doesn't always go according to plan. Sometimes the script that you write is not the same script that God has. And you have to start accepting that. It's so easy to feel like you're lost, or you're behind, or you're not where you're supposed to be, especially with this era, with everything being online and social media. I've chosen to feel like starting over is actually a chance to reinvent myself and ask myself the tough questions. Like, what do I really want? Like, outside of anybody else, like, forget what everyone else thinks. Like, what do I really want for myself? Like, what does success look like to me? Where do I see myself in 5 years? Where do I see myself in 10 years? Like, what do I really want for my future? And what's the next step? And really being honest and asking yourself these questions is really a chance for you to learn to let go of the things that aren't working, the things that aren't serving you, and be open to what could be next. Starting over doesn't always mean you're starting with nothing. You're starting with everything that you've learned so far, and that's power. You're not sitting in a victim mindset and feeling like life has happened to you. You're actually taking control and saying, you know what, this is what's happened so far. Here are the things that I've learned. Some of these lessons I can take with me, but the rest, I'm going to leave it here and I'm going to move forward. Whether it's rebuilding your career, rebuilding your relationship with others or yourself, friendships, your inner space of rebuilding your mindset, just know that you are capable. Like, you are able to create something stronger, something better, something, you know, more amazing, and that's yours. Yeah, here's to starting over in my 20s. I feel like I'm feeling all of the emotions, but we're coming to 2025 with fresh energy, and I can't wait to see where it goes. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode.